All right, Anna's perfect ideal day is more like a day of activities. It'd probably start at the Dallas Zoo, go see the elephants in the safari area, spend a few hours looking at them, have a beer or two there, and then head out, maybe get a drink on the way home, nothing too fancy, a couple margaritas somewhere, and then go home and probably hang out with the dogs in the backyard, listen to some music, and watch a movie. Nothing too crazy, but all our favorites in one day. The thing I do that is Anna's biggest pet peeve is definitely picking at the calluses on my hands, or checking the doors 100 times and then asking her before bed every night if my alarms look right every single night, no matter how many times she tells me that they're always right. If Anna won the lottery, she would definitely start by doing like the most boring, safe, smart things with it, like mutual funds, buy some property, college funds, make sure her family's taken care of, all that stuff. Good things. But then slowly, I'm sure she would start to spend it on some more things, like her dream car, which is just a Volvo. And everyone would be like, okay, she's being smart. You wouldn't hear anything of it. And then a couple of years would go by, and then out of nowhere, there'd be some story about I'm spending $60 million on the Latvian 3-on-3 national basketball team for the Olympics, just wanting to be like the world powerhouse number one greatest of all time. And then whatever money she had left, I'm willing to bet she would put it into like Anna's Hot Dogs, just a local hot dog chain that she would hope to take over the world, and always keep enough money to make sure that there's just one hot dog restaurant near our house that doesn't go out of business, so it's just hot dogs whenever she wants them. All right, my favorite quality. This is cliche and lame, but I can't really just give one. Above all else, she is so kind and generous to everyone. Everyone that knows her thinks of her as her best friend because she really is a best friend to everyone. She'll give anyone the shirt off her back, time of day, help when they need it, and she's always there for people. And then two, she's so funny. She makes me laugh constantly. She's patient. She puts up with me, which, whatever, everyone says that, but she really does put up with a lot, and she's always there for everyone, and never complains about it, and I'm truly so grateful for her, and I know everyone else there has the same experience, so it's not unique to my perspective, but seriously, those are two things that you'll find in her that you won't find nearly as close to in anyone else you'll ever meet. She's so kind, she's so funny, patient, and just the most kind, generous person I've ever met. All right, so the question is, what's my favorite asset of hers? ASS capitalized, ha ha ha, good one. But if you think I'm about to objectify her in the year 2024, that's crazy. I would never do that. I'm insulted by the question, and if I had to give an answer, it's her brain. She's so smart, and that's all that really matters to me. She is so fucking hot, it's crazy. What do I think Anna's favorite quality of mine is? For the longest time, I just assumed it's because I'm tall and have a beautiful singing voice, obviously. But if I really had to think about it, it's probably that I'm pretty goofy and she doesn't have to worry about being weird in front of me and being judged and me loving her any less. When did I know Anna was the one? Well, honestly, I knew I loved her very shortly after meeting her. I think well before she knew she loved me. But when I really knew that, okay, this is the real deal, she's the one, I would say during COVID, there was a really bad snowstorm and she had come up to visit me, and all the roads between Dallas and San Antonio were frozen. You couldn't drive. Everyone was worried about getting sick. You couldn't really go outside. People were going crazy. Half the country was losing their jobs. Things were looking pretty bleak. And she stayed the whole weekend with seemingly getting happier and happier just to be around me, and I was so happy to be around her. We really only needed to be hanging out with each other. It was 10 degrees outside, couldn't really do shit, and not a whole lot of fun to be had, and we still had a blast hanging out together. In my shitty apartment, she didn't care. She just wanted to be around me, and I just wanted to be around her, and I think from then on, it's just been never even close to a question of that I want to spend the rest of my life with her. What do I think Anna is most looking forward to in married life? Probably filing joint taxes. Not a whole lot in our day-to-day is going to change. We've already been kind of, ghetto married for a few years now. But I think it'll just be like the knowledge of no anxiety in the back of the head. This is our thing. We're married. We can look down at the rings and know that this is our thing forever, and, starting to build our own life, and the assurances that come with always having each other and not having to worry about anything because we have that. As corny as that sounds, I think that's the truth. But definitely also filing joint taxes. That's going to be a big deal for us. It's going to be huge. What about marriage am I most excited for? Honestly, I'm already so lucky. All the things that you typically get. I mean, she's already my best friend. I love her so much. I get to go home and see her every day. I'm so lucky to do all those things. But it's just the official next step of moving into this being our family now. That's, you don't need a marriage to make it official, but it feels so much more legit and cool. And like, I'm stoked that it's happening. Just that this is our thing now. Someday, that family of our own, me learning more Latvian as hard as it is, like just the little things that we already love so much, just like it being fully ours is what I can't wait to be able to just experience. All right, that's all of them. Sorry I wasn't any funnier in a lot of those answers. You can blame Madison for giving me like real questions that I couldn't just be a total jackass during. I also apologize for wearing the Star Wars shirt the whole time. It didn't dawn on me until halfway through. I just got home and put the first t-shirt I saw on. Probably should have thought that through a little bit more, so it is what it is. But if everyone's watching this, thank you so much for visiting Anna this weekend and being there for her. She loves you guys so much. You guys are great friends to her, and I know she loves all y'all. She talks to me about each one of you individually, like legit all the time. So please enjoy your time. Anna, I love you so much. I'm so glad you're doing this with all your closest friends. Please have a ton of fun. Go see Austin, do all the cool things, and I can't wait to see you when you get home.